Hello everyone, I'm Havoc and this is Factorio Space Exploration Plus. So I was working on a project over here trying to make our glass work a little bit better. Like I talked about last episode, I've unlocked beacons, upgraded modules, so I'm putting production module 3s in here. I have speed module 3s in our beacons, and these beacons have 8 slots. However, you cannot overlap beacons. So if I were to put this one a little closer and both beacons be affecting this machine, the machine gets overcharged or overdrive or something along those lines and it stops working completely. So you have to spread your beacons out, but you can put more modules in a single beacon. It's an interesting design for this mod. Also, I built a bunch more of these. We still have the other setup right down here and what it outputs. Neither one of these produce a full red belt of glass out, but combined they'll put a lot down the line. And I was working on that project because if we're going to move into yellow sciences, which I can already make, I need low density structures. And if you look over here at low density structures, they take a lot of glass, a lot of copper, and a lot of plastic. And I already had plenty of copper. I'm pretty sure I've got enough plastic. If not, I can ramp that up. What I didn't have a lot of was glass. So I've been trying to work on this. Also, we were getting absolutely smacked along the wall constantly last episode and in between while I've been running some research here. So I went around, I repaired everything, and I added a second layer of laser turrets all the way around the base on all walls, refilled all the ammo, and repaired everything, so they're good to go. While I was doing that, on 3 separate occasions, we had meteor strikes. One of them landed right here. A cluster blew up half of our cracking of light oil, nailed our light oil, so you'll notice we're pretty much empty. It destroyed 3 of the 4 tanks here, and I had to rebuild them, and all of the light oil that was in them is gone. And one landed over here and damaged some of this. It also happened right smack dab in this junction, in between everything, and messed a whole bunch of stuff up. I think there were 4 here, there were 3 up there, and then I had one come down and land out here at the end where we were just built our production line. So what that tells me is that today's episode, instead of going for yellow science packs, is going to be, let's get some defense. We need to stop getting beat up by these meteors so I can keep working and don't have to run around and repair stuff constantly. So I'm looking at the meteor defense installation because this covers the entire planet surface. Let's see. Wow, it takes 20 megawatts. Ouch. I'm going to need at least 4, possibly 5, because they only have an 80% accuracy. Probably I need more than that, but to begin with, I can probably get away with 5. Let's look at our power. That is going to absolutely destroy our power. So we're going to need to look at alternative means for power as well. But first, let's get these things going because I need at least 4. I have the power for 4, and then I can start making the ammo for them. But I need to stop getting distracted by meteors blowing all of my stuff up so that I can continue working on other things. Looks like I need a lot of copper cables for these. Good thing is I have mass production of them over here. I can just grab a bunch off. Each one requires 100, so I can make multiple. I can make 6, but I'm only going to make 4, so we're good on that. We need batteries, which I have enough to make 4. Concrete, I do not have enough to make 4 out of the concrete that I have. And then I need more blue circuits, but we're closer to the concrete, which is right back over here. So we are going to go grab it right now. And I'll grab a little bit extra because I like to keep some on me. There's a few recipes. I say a few. There are quite a good number of recipes that require concrete, thanks to space exploration or AAI Industries, one or the other. Something along those lines. And now we're looking at blue circuits. So let's run over here. I'm going to make just 4 to begin with. Hopefully they don't miss. I mean, I've had anywhere from 2 to 4 meteors landing. Those are laser turrets, not blues. Here we go. So I can make one. Oh, missing steel. Oh, that's another thing. I am chewing through steel and producing our purple production science down there. It is moving right on through it. You'll see it all comes down the line and then splits off, and this is pretty much empty because we are making rails like crazy and sending them down here to our purple science. Now it'll back up here in just a minute, and when that does, the rails will back up and the steel will stop being absolutely consumed. But we're going to need to look into producing more of that eventually. Right now, I need to grab more of it so that I can finish one more of these. So I need another 100 steel and 100 blues. I'm going to grab a few 100 blues and a little bit more steel. You need all kinds of things. All kinds of ingredients for the different recipes. And we'll call it at that and make one more. And now we need to look. Oh goodness. And for the ammo, you need steel, batteries, and green circuits. So where's a good place to put the ammo production for this? We want to put the ammo production right next to the production of the, or right next to the defense guns themselves, and they are very large, quite large. I may actually put them right down through here, and then the ammo production somewhere right up here, because I have batteries on the line right there. I can bring them off and bring them down. Greens and steel I can both bring down right over here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to place these right here. They are going to absolutely destroy our power the moment we try and turn them on. As soon as we start powering them over here. Yeah, we can't even produce enough power. Oh boy, if we get attacked right now and the laser turrets come on too, this is going to be a serious issue. Maybe I'll do 3 at a time. I hope that one doesn't lose whatever percentage charge it was. Oh yeah, you see the moment the laser turrets came on for a split second, it was stressing the system. So we will need to look into power alternatives. Most likely I'd like to get into nuclear. I've been working on the sciences for it. In the meantime, I do have the better solar panels from Factorio Power Redux in here. I may actually look into upgrading solar panels. That is a huge sink of green circuits. Maybe do it slowly. We'll see. But those will be charged here in just a minute. They're halfway done now. And we need to build the ammo for them. Now, the meteor strikes are happening, it seems like every few seconds to me, but I know it's not really. It's just because it's blowing up my stuff that it feels like that. I mean, they're happening pretty frequently. I would say maybe every 15 to 30 minutes right now. So I can very easily make enough ammo out of one of these, because 10 seconds it'll make 1 ammo. And I need 4 ammo, so you can make enough ammo in 1 minute, you know. So one machine will be just fine. Now what I need to do is bring a line for each of the requirements down here. And we can do regular inserters for all of that. There's no real reason to do the long ones. Are y'all charged yet? There we go. So now that they're charged, I can fire up this last one and it can start charging, and it won't destroy the I mean, it's still using most of my power, but not all of it. That is crazy. So I need to bring greens down probably right here. We will put in our undergrounds right there in line with our splitter. Next up is going to be still. And we can get that straight off the line here. It's not going to do a whole lot. And I'm going to side load this because I don't have a whole lot of still. So I don't want it taking a double lane belt all the way down here. I could have done the same with greens. It doesn't need that many resources. So this is what we'll do here. Just send a side lane down all the way for each of the resources. And the last is batteries, which we have. Oh, that's going to be a problem. What I can do here is sneak the batteries down right here. That actually works out better anyways for the undergrounds right over here. And I also want to do a setup like we did there. Only a partial lane. There we go. Yes, I know you don't have ammo yet, but you will shortly. Can these take production modules? No. Take speed modules. I don't know if it even needs... It doesn't need speed modules. We'll leave it alone. Just let it do its thing. And this will send the ammo down. Okay, so it's already gone in. I was about to say, where did it go? Oh, goodness. The inserters are picking it up. Okay, but that's perfect. This will make it so much better for me. And where are we getting hit? So the turrets are taking care of business now. They're not damaging the wall anymore. These things should hopefully stop the next meteor attack from happening. Yeah, we'll put speed modules in it anyways. It's just one machine. The thing is, the moment that they fire off to take care of a... Wow, look at the laser turrets. The moment my meteor defense installations fire and have to start recharging, I will lose all power to everything in the base. So let's look into solar panels. More still. Great. My favorite thing that I need right now. I'm going to have to do some increased production for still. But what we're going to do is we have glass up on this side. Right over here, actually. And I'm going to put a break. Whoa, can't do that. Because that's batteries. And this is glass. And we want to come in line with that first machine. And let's make some solar panels. It takes 10 seconds to craft one. And then let's look at these upgraded ones. This one only takes half a second, and it takes 3 solar panels in half a second. Okay. That will require a lot of solar panel machines, and I don't think I can fuel all of that. So we're not going to worry about trying to make it at full speed. I think I can afford probably 5 right now, which means 1 every 2 seconds. And this needs a whole lot of greens. looking at it, I can actually silo glass and something else onto this belt. Probably the copper or the steel. Let's take a look at this. Do we want to put... It really doesn't matter. They're both the same. It uses 5 of each. So which one will be more convenient? I'm going to say to branch the steel off. And that was a poor placement for that. Because we already have an underground right there. And then we will have to underground past here. Run our steel. And underground through here. Now what I want to do is some fanciness here. That way we have glass and steel on that line. I missed a belt. I was waiting patiently for the steel to show up. We're going to need a whole lot of greens. Running right up to there. I need to expand the bus out. It makes placing these much easier. Also, I need to move that down because the bus has to come right through here. There we go. That sends greens up. We'll do an output belt here, and then we need copper, which we will just reach over to get to here. So we're going to do a blueprint that is expandable, will require an even number here. Well, not necessarily. It'll look better in my mind if we do it that way, but that doesn't mean that it has to be done that way. I'm just picky about how I do things. And then this is taking 15 greens in 10 seconds. She needs 1.5 a second, and that can be very easily be done with these because these are grabbing 2. Probably could be done with, or it definitely could be done with a regular inserter. However, I may end up putting speed modules in here. Wait, can you put production modules? Oh, that's because it didn't have the recipe set. I was about to say that would be pretty nice, but that's okay. We'll make do without it. We, as I said before, will most likely end up including some form of module, probably speed module, into these. Okay, and that did power everything. That's what I was looking over there when I paused to make sure we're getting everything. Now I need to run copper up through here. Somewhere in here. The extended reach that I've been researching is just phenomenally good when I can stand there and reach all the way out to here. It's so much better. And I don't feel that it is cheaty because it was a research. I had to spend research packs and resources in order to unlock that. I know there's a mod out there that just gives you long reach. That to me feels cheaty, in my personal opinion. Okay, we're waiting on copper because I put all of these on here backwards. That won't do. Make sure these are correctly set up, and they are. So we'll start producing solar panels. Now I want to take those solar panels and immediately make them into the next tier, which requires even more greens and some iron plate. And not just some, it takes a lot of iron plate. 10 iron plates in half a second, 20 green circuits in half a second. That's crazy, but we don't have to worry about filling that at maximum because we aren't producing that many of our wonderful little solar panels. And what I'm going to do, in case I want to expand this up, I'm going to bring this production line much further up here. And I also moved it out one extra because what I'm going to do here is do a neat little underground trick right about there. And we're going to long-handed reach for those and then stack inserter the green circuits in, and iron plate, I will need to stack inserter input that as well. And where can I snag power from? I guess I'll just go from there down to there. I know it's a little sloppy. I'll fix things up later. Right now I just need to get these producing because we've got a serious issue with power. And this just needs some iron. That's easy enough. Upgrade that. And I believe the next tier up also only required more of those iron plates and greens. So we will just come up here, skip a few, again, so that it is expandable if we so choose to up this. Now I won't be able to use these lines that I'm feeding this one with, will not supply enough. Per second to feed this thing. And then we're just going to take out of you and put into a steel chest. And I don't want this thing going crazy. Let's just make one stack right now and see how that does, because this is going to destroy my green circuits and an awful lot of iron plates. But that gives me solar panels that put out 375 kilowatts. So 3 of these is a megawatt worth of power. That's good. Let's look at these accumulators. They also only require iron and green circuits. I'm going to need a whole smelting array and green circuit array just to feed these things. And then a regular accumulator requires batteries and iron. So let's get that going right over here. Regular accumulator takes 10 seconds, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come off of here, do 6 of these, they have one less ingredient in the recipe. Factorio community is a very OCD community generally, and I know people are going to have a heart attack seeing my power poles and things. When I do a more permanent setup, where I'll use concrete and pathways and make things look pretty, I'll make sure the power poles are placed appropriately then. Right now it's less of a concern, as getting things moving in the first place is the prime directive at this point in time. There we go. Batteries up to here, they'll start producing. And then I just need to run them up and probably steal some greens over to this side too, off of the same belt. It's going to be expensive. So let's mirror this. Oh, okay, interesting. These have a half-second craft time. These do not. This has a 10-second craft time, but it requires 3 of them. Same craft time as the ones prior, but it requires 3 of them, so I can make 2 of these. I just need to grab iron plate, green circuits, which I will do a long-handed for, and these. What I'm not leaving myself room to do here, however, is output. So what I need to do is break some iron off to come up through here. I'll have to do the same with green circuits, but this will give me iron and green circuits. I should move this completely and just have the green circuits right next to this. Which is going to be interesting. I'll do this and come out there. Of course I put that right where a power pole is. I'll just use another underground. We have them to spare, so why not? And this gets us going. We need to grab and pass out from the other side. And this will take the output upgraded accumulators away. And further down the chain to this one, which is going to look exactly the same as before, but it will not move at any kind of pace close to what it can actually move at, because we won't be producing enough down the line. And then we're just going to hand those out to one stack here. Okay, well, that will need some time to run, and it'll build up power. That'll fix our power issue over time, and we'll eventually move towards getting nuclear power as a better alternative. But in this episode, we successfully built our Meteor defense installation systems, ammo reserves automatically made for it, and we've got stuff going to make power. That way we won't absolutely die the moment one of these fires and has to start recharging. If you enjoyed today's episode and feel like giving the video a like, I'd sincerely appreciate it. If you're enjoying content like this and you'd like to see more of it, consider giving my channel a subscribe. And I will see you all next time.